Caoimhín, it's a busy time in international football, but before we start talking about the game coming up against Greece, I'd love to know, what do you do outside of football? What are your interests outside of the game?
I like going to the cinema a lot. I'm a bit of a film buff. Like doing that. Like playing a bit of tennis as well, and golf. Obviously, I play a bit more during the summer when the weather's better. Yeah, just stuff like that. To be honest, just nice to take the mind off football sometimes, and just get away from that side of things.
What's your golf handicap?
I don't have one at the moment. I would say about 12.
Right.
If I was to put a number on it. But.
And do you play when you come home then, or do you play?
Yeah, I play a lot when I come home as well. Obviously, that's the most time we have to get games of golfing is when you're on that summer break. So it's nice to my golf game gets good then, and then after
and then
after
goes
that
to
summer
pot.
break, it goes back to
What courses would you have played?
So my local one in Cork would have been obviously Mahon growing up. Then I tried to go around the ones in Cork, play a lot. Played Monkstown a lot, to be fair, because that's around where my girlfriend is from, around there. So play there a lot, and yeah, just try to, whatever chance I get, I try to get out.
Brilliant. What are the sports? You mentioned golf and tennis.
Yeah.
Were you kind of just good naturally at most sports?
Yeah, probably. The lads always say to me, just one of them annoying people who's kind of good at everything they say. But yeah, I think I just come from probably quite a sporty family. I like any sport, to be honest. I'm a bit of a sport nut, and yeah, just maybe naturally just have that good hand-eye coordination for sports and stuff.
Who was your sporting hero when you were growing up?
That's a good question. I quite liked Wayne Rooney. So I was an outfielder until I was about 14 maybe. So I liked watching Rooney a lot. Just the way he played, kind of played freely and like kind of a street footballer, and just he always kind of got me off my feet and like tried to emulate what he'd be doing on the pitch out in the park or whatever.
Because you were a striker, weren't you?
Yeah. So yeah, he was probably my favourite to watch, and yeah, just like I say, practice the stuff that he was doing was kind of what I like to do.
And you talk about being good at most sports, being good with your feet now as a goalkeeper. That has become such an important part of the game, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's obviously a massive part of the game now. I think most teams now will look to build out from the back, and obviously you need a goalkeeper who's comfortable with his feet and can play those kind of passes. So yeah, luckily for me, it's become a big part of the game, and yeah, we work on it every day now in training as well with the goalkeeper coaches, which is important as well. So yeah, it's a big aspect of a goalkeeper's game now and what they need to be good at.
And you're very comfortable with it, comfortable with taking penalties, obviously, as well.
Yeah, it's obviously something I'm comfortable with. And I think the more you practice it as well, and the more you train it with the team as well, you get that relationship with them, and you know what they want from you, so it becomes easier as well.
Apart from sporting heroes, when you were a kid, like what were you into? Like, were there other heroes, movie stars, or?
No, to be fair, when I was a kid, it was just soccer for me. I was kind of mental on that, to be honest. So yeah, it would just be watching soccer all the time, to be honest. And yeah, that was.
Did you play any GAA?
I played a little bit, but it was probably a bit too rough for me, to be honest. too much contact for me. But yeah, I probably watch it more now, to be honest. I do. All my brothers and stuff play hurling. They play that throughout. So my family is probably more GAA, to be honest. So I like watching hurling. Obviously, it's nice to see Cork doing well at the moment as well. So
would you have had a chance to see the All Ireland semi-final or the final with Cork involved?
No, I was trying my hardest to get there, but obviously the schedules didn't match up, unfortunately. So I'll go next year when they go back in it and win it. So.
That's great. That's what I like to hear. You mentioned your girlfriend, and I understand she's an Irish dancer, and you've been doing a bit of that.
Oh, that was. She just did it when she was younger, obviously. I think that maybe got taken out of context. But yeah, she's into that. Yeah, that was just a lockdown thing, to be honest. When everyone was bored and stuff.
But again, I can see it being of benefit to you in terms of fast feet and that.
Yeah. It does help, obviously, with footwork, and obviously I went to an Irish school as well, so it was obviously a thing there that you would have to learn Irish dancing as well. But yeah, like you say, it does help with kind of your feet coordination and footwork like that, which is obviously important for goalkeeping.
You mentioned you like movies. Any favourite movie? Any favourite movie star?
Favourite movie is probably Jaws, I think, to be honest. It's the first one I remember watching. So
I think you're probably too young for Jaws, are you?
Yeah, I'm way too young for Jaws, but I just grew up on I've a lot older brothers, and my parents as well would, you know, kind of just have grown up on old music and movies and stuff. My favourite actor, it's a tough one. I like Gene Hackman. I think he's quite a good actor.
You're picking out names of films and movie stars
I know.
that are way before your time.
Yeah, well, he's probably my favourite, I think.
Okay. And I know that you're an avid Netflix watcher. I guess you have to be. You spend a lot of time in football, in hotel rooms, on the road, in buses.
Yeah.
So what do you watch?
Watch all sorts, to be honest. I kind of sometimes like to stay away from it as well. I think when we're coming away with Ireland especially, you know, I try to mix with the lads a lot, and you know, we have like table tennis, pool, stuff like that, and just try to mix with them a bit more as well. You know,
do you take money off them in table tennis and pool?
No. I'd be a millionaire by now. But
so you keep winning, don't you?
Yeah, that's the most important thing. Yeah. But yeah, it's nice to mix with them as well. You don't always want to be in your room and kind of locked up in the hotel. So I try to mix as much as I can, and then just if I get downtime, just watch it. Maybe if there's sports on TV or something, I'll try and watch that. Because
people, like, down through the years, as I've been following Ireland teams, the camaraderie, the spirit in the group has always been really, really strong.
Yeah. You obviously hear it all the time, how close we are as a group and stuff, and everyone kind of enjoys mixing together. And yeah, I think that's the most important thing, because you're together for such a short period of time that you need to spend time with each other, and obviously we have a close bond, so that kind of helps us on the pitch as well.
And is it because most of you are working in England, so you've had to make that hop out of and off the island, so to speak, and then you come back together again? Yeah,
like you say, I think we obviously have that kind of, most of us have that kind of common thing that we've gone to England, we all play over there, and we all have the same, we've all faced the same problems, we all have stuff in common, and then it's nice to get back together, and you know, we all love coming back to Ireland, we obviously all miss it, so it's nice to get back here and be together for a week or so.
Now, there's a remarkable statistic, if it's correct. You've now played after the other night 15 times for Ireland and 15 times for Liverpool. Obviously, you want to play more for Liverpool. What's happening there?
Yeah, I think obviously the situation at the moment is probably not ideal for myself, because I want to play week in, week out. Feel like I'm good enough to play week in, week out. But yeah, I think there was obviously bids and stuff in the summer that got rejected. So stuff like that, obviously it's things like that. Not all in my hands, as we say. So yeah, at the moment I'm just trying to do as well as I can when I do get these games, and obviously show my quality.
Well, Jurgen Klopp said if there's a better number one goalkeeper in Ireland, he'd have a lot of respect, because he clearly rated you very highly. Do you miss him around Liverpool?
Yeah, of course. Obviously, he was a big figure. Like you say, importantly for me, he did take a shine to me and did think very highly of me and gave me opportunities there as well. So obviously, yeah, he's a big miss. I think everyone misses him there. But like you say, it's kind of exciting and new beginnings as well, which is good. It's change and it's getting used to new ideas, which is yeah, it's kind of refreshing and kind of. Yeah, there's a new energy about the place as well, I think.
Did you think that Allison might be moving? There was talk of him going to Saudi Arabia. Was that on the cards ever?
No, I don't think, not for me anyway. I didn't read too much into those kind of things. Think obviously he's very happy there, and yeah, he's obviously the number one and doing really well as well. So I didn't think for a moment, to be honest, that he'd be moving on.
But with Liverpool signing Mamardashvili, does that put your position as number two under threat, do you think? Well, I mean, what was the logic? Was it explained to you what they were doing?
No, nothing was said to me. Yeah, I don't know. I think I've said I don't want this position of number two. I want to be a position of number one. I want to go and play and yeah, wherever that is. It's for me, the most important thing is to be a number one and to get games. So whether that's at Liverpool or elsewhere, but it doesn't matter. It's just the main thing is that I do need to be playing games.
You look at the game the other night, and although we lost, you made some outstanding saves. I'm thinking of the early one from Anthony Gordon. I mean, do you remember that?
Yeah.
Can you talk us through it?
Yeah, it's obviously, I think, it's maybe a disappointing goal from our side to concede. I think it's probably too easy that one ball in behind us kind of catches us out like that. We're disappointed with that, and obviously happy to make the save, but I think maybe as a whole team we need to get back a bit quicker and help the backline as well when we do make that initial save, that we kind of get back behind the ball and make sure we don't concede another shot, which we did, unfortunately. Great
saves from Harry Kane as well, from Saka. Would you rate it as your best performance in an Ireland shirt?
Yeah, I think it's definitely up there. I think so I've played numerous games now the last few camps. I've obviously been, I think, happy with my performances overall. So I think it's continuing to go in a good direction for me, and keep improving on my performances, and yeah, showing the team that I'm capable to be the number one.
Greece tomorrow then, and you weren't in goal for the last ones, but what did you think of the Greek performance, and what can we do to get one over on them?
Yeah, obviously I think they were quite impressive, especially away from home. I remember that game quite clearly. I think John said earlier maybe that when you see Greece, I think people see Greece and think maybe it's a game we should be winning, but they're a very good side and got a lot of good quality individually as well. But yeah, it's definitely a game we were looking towards, especially at home as well in Dublin, that we can get 3 points and kind of kickstart ourselves in this group now. So it's important that we kind of are on the front foot, and try use the crowd as well to our advantage, and get at them from 1-1.
Caoimhín, there's a new goalkeeping coach as well. I'll try and pronounce it. Heimir Hallgrimsson.
Yeah.
How have you felt working with him?
Yeah, he's been really good. Really positive, and enjoyed working with him. I think, to be fair, the thing with goalkeeping at this level, and especially at international level, you have such a short period of time. It's just really ticking us over, and I don't think he's going to come in with too many new ideas to put in on us. But he's come in. He's been really positive. He's a good guy as well, most importantly, and he's helping us learn and improve. And obviously he's been with the manager as well, so he knows what the manager wants and knows what the manager is like. So he's helping us to learn that way as well.
And what were your first impressions of Heimir Hallgrimsson?
Yeah, really good as well. Obviously very, very positive. He's come in. He wants us to get the right results, which is important. I think he's emphasised the fact that it's obviously about results as well as performance, which I think is the right direction. We need to get results, and obviously focus is getting to major tournaments, which is his focus as well. So I think he's come in. He's been really positive, and obviously he's using John and Paddy as well, who know us quite well from the last camps or whatever. He's leaning on them as well, which is important. I think early days for him to use them, and they understand probably better than him at the moment what the squad is like and what kind of shape we're in. So no, it's been really positive, and looking forward to working with him.
Does anything faze you, Caoimhín? You seem like the coolest customer. Like on Saturday, there were 3,000-4,000 English fans behind you baying. Didn't bother you?
No, I don't mind, to be honest. I've just been a laid back character, probably. I've always been like that. Maybe a bit too much sometimes, but no, just like to take it as it comes, to be honest. Confident in myself as well, and my abilities. So I enjoy the occasion and don't really get nervous.
Do they ever measure your heart rate during games?
No, I don't think they probably struggle for a pulse, to be honest. But
well, I'll finish with this. Just the atmosphere at the Aviva. I know it was Ireland, England, etc. But if we can get anything like that on Tuesday night, it is inspiring as well, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It was amazing before the game. Obviously, the national anthem. I thought it was unbelievable. And like you say, I think that can definitely help us on Tuesday. But I think it's up to us as players as well to start well, and if we start well and we're playing well, then that gives the crowd that gets us with them. So it's kind of, they've always been brilliant, but it's up to us as players as well to give them stuff to shout about.
Well, Caoimhín, congratulations on your game the other night, and continued success to you.
Thank you.
And best of luck.
Cheers, Tony. Thanks very much.